What was the score, huh?
May the eternal truth guide you. Good luck in all that you do.
Obrigado. Aqui mesmo. Vamos.
Heard something. Huh? Thought I saw something.
Take him down! What about throwing you dead?
Leave it.
Not a moment too soon.
Welcome to the Iconoclast, assholes!
Their defeat.
Vamos ver, vamos encontrar. Será? Okay. Não.
We've got a fight on our hands.
Pegar um negócio perto, velho. velho. Lá em cima? Lá em cima. Bloqueado por quê?
Skills are unrivaled.
É só isso.
Don't mess with us. That's one down.
Sumiram, velho. Opa! Baú do tesouro, hein? Ah, ixi. É isso. Cartucho de bits.
It is endlessly fascinating to me that all of existence is simply atoms, molecules, and chemical reactions, which in turn create and govern our bodies, minds, and emotions.
If you'll just
Cheguei,
listen.
pai. Tô na área.
No, no more listening, no more preaching. We are losing people left and right. We need to act.
Enough, Zora. I'm not putting the torch to innocent people. Do you want to bring the board's cruisers and gunships down on us? Captain, apologies, but our situation grows dire. Our people talk of foolish endeavors. What news do you bring? They are armed all the same. All they need is a good reason, and war is one such reason. Excellent.
Did you find the Vanoys? Damn. Here's hoping they're still out there.
We're one step closer to bringing the truth to every man, woman, and child in Halcyon. For now, you can tell Hiram that I'll stop using Devil's Peak. From the pits of our eternal souls. Thank you, Captain. I have much to do, articles to write, sermons to ponder. We live in such an exciting time. Let's talk later.
Hey, Vic. Got a good one for you.
Isso aí. Caminhão. Pá. Ixi. Que é roubo.
Hey, Cass. Knock, knock.
Said you docked 3 days ago?
Give or take, it's all
Ain't in the mood to chat.
Did you bring me anything? New parts? Last weekend? The Groundbreaker has approved our
Será que é
request
aqui
for
mesmo?
docking, Captain. You're free to disembark. I think I'll initiate an unscheduled.
Looks like your path's at an end. Well, looks like your path's at an end.
It's all MSI all the time. Here's hoping they can actually fight against the board.
It is too late to cancel that action.
You're back! And in one piece. Does this mean I mean we, won?
We did indeed, sir.
I can't believe it! Not that I'm really surprised, but, well, maybe a little. You did it! I mean, we did it! Oh, I certainly will. Between our reinstatement on the board and the gain of this ship, we'll usher in a new...
That's a hefty promise. You've got Monarch's hopes up, Sanjar. Don't go messing this up like our last overlords did.
And perhaps in time, I can use my position on the board to turn things around for the rest of Halcyon. You really mean that? That's the night... Celia, put that down in today's minutes.
Already done, sir.
What can I do for you? Quite well, actually. It's astounding how much our quality, and since we're...
I wonder sometimes what they're doing on other colonies.
Uh-huh.
Think they're watching. watching the same serials, following the same top.
A reminder to all crew members. We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate?
I'd clap you on the shoulder if I weren't behind a wall of bulletproof glass. I don't know how you did it, but Hiram Blythe just sent me everything I needed. According to Hiram's message, Minister Clark has ordered a suspicious amount of dimethyl sulfoxide. It's almost as if he's hoarding the colony's remaining supply. Typical elitist, hoarding supplies during a time of scarcity. Once I have those chemicals, we can... So, good news. You're going to Byzantium and stealing those If I had time and several blackboards, I could explain the details to you, but to put it briefly, dimethyl sulfoxide is the reason. The chemical is absolutely essential to reviving the Hope's colonists. I need you to steal as much. If you don't bring me enough chemicals, I might not be able to save the Hope's colonists, and then nothing will stop the board from destroying this colony. Ah, yes, the details. I'm not about to ask you to rampage through Byzantium trading bullets with the board's agents. Well, Carmen Imagawa. She's my contact in Byzantium. Meet her at the dock. I'm giving you my old nav key to Byzantium. You'll need it to land in the Golden Sea. Remember, you're looking for dimethyl sulfoxide. Big green bubbling vessel with a warning label. I'll take as much as you can find. You can trust her if that's what you're asking. Imagawa is the finest special agent in Byzantium that money can buy. My money, anyway.
Captain, Felix and the Vicar are arguing again. Captain, I hope you made the right decision by siding with...
Hey, Captain. I was thinking about what you said afore, after we went to the Lost Hope on the Groundbreaker. I reckon you're right. And I'm thinking of doing it here. I was kind of hoping you'd offer. The thing is, I can't ask her over like this. I mean, look at me. I'm all covered in engine grease. I smell like sweat most days, and, well, don't look too close at my fingernails. I was thinking, hoping... Oh, that nice older lady in the rest and go, Miss Gladys? She seemed to know lots of things. I mean, only if you're not busy. Or when you're heading through Groundbreaker for something else. Anyhow.
Hey, Cap. Parvati showed me how to properly grease the magazine release on one of my firearms. She's a smart one, you know. Opal was quiet in the same way. She'd hang back, out of sight, then all of a sudden pop in with a bit of wisdom out of nowhere. I will.
Hey, boss. I've been thinking. When you started working for the adjutant, I wasn't sure what to think. But the way you treated Miss Lockwood was real honorable. You went through all that trouble just to annoy the adjutant. I knew there was a reason I liked you. This is all part of your plan, right? You're putting on an act. Pretend you're loyal to the adjutant, earn her trust, and then, when she least expects it, you hit her with the old double cross. What was all that business with Lockwood? The adjutant wanted her dead, and you went against her orders. You got a point there, boss. If I've ever got a problem with your leadership, I'll make sure you know. We should get back to work. Thanks for the talk.
As always, I am at your disposal. Anything you'd like to discuss? I've been mulling over everything with Graham and the Iconoclasts. I don't normally advocate murder, but as far as Graham was concerned, Exactly. Graham was an unhinged zealot sitting on a powder keg. He was far too dangerous to leave loose on Monarch. He may not have struck at you yet, but he would have, given enough time for his paranoia to grow.
Scanning for C. Error. This unit is unable to process the service request. Ah!
Young Millstone, you look pensive.
I don't know what that means, but I've been thinking. It ain't easy carrying a torch for the Rangers.
I understand.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Do you mind? I'm meeting someone. Shh. No names, okay? The Phoenix is a wanted man, and the board has eyes everywhere in Byzantium. Yeah, that's my codename for, you know, our mutual friend. Yeah, you're looking to make contact with Minister... Magpie, right? I should warn you, it won't be easy. He spends most of his time in his estate, which is heavily guarded. Afraid not. He almost never leaves his home, and his guards never leave him. Whoa, I'm not one of your B&E specialists. I just provide intelligence. Some of the guards hang around Billingsley's House of Inebriation between shifts.
House?
Maybe you could do some reconnaissance there, you know? Just remember, you didn't hear it from me. I've always been fascinated by birds. If you ever research Earth species, there are thousands of them, so colorful and distinct. The other thing about... Exactly. I started thinking about everything we see around Halcyon, and all the things we don't see. For starters, you rarely come across anyone living in Byzantium who wasn't born here, even though we get ships in all the time. Doesn't that seem strange to you? And then there's the way nothing gets fixed. There used to be a suggestion box around here. People would drop ideas in. Nothing ever came of them, of course. Sure, that part is. That's why they install shredders in those boxes after all. But one day the shredder broke. At first, management put up an out-of-order sign, but that just seemed to worry people. Like they were They eventually took the whole suggestion box sign down so that people didn't have any expectations about it.
If things are broken here, of all places, then I'm starting to think there ain't a hope left in this colony.
Things have kept on running this long, right? Or so I used to think. The whole episode made me wonder, if they can't fix something as simple as a suggestion box, what else aren't they fixing? After a while, I got connected with our mutual friend and started using my position here to feed him information when I could. That's it, really.
Once I'm retired...
Move along.
So what if all those MSI suits made it on Monarch this whole time?
So what? A UDL security?
That automac better have all its certifications in order.
Why can't something exciting happen around here for once?
Balance? You need a level head. Try Anti-Trios. It's better than...
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Kid, you got presence. Natural magnetism. Know what I mean? There's those street smarts. Just the right amount of rough around the edges. Next time, we'll have you say that over the rim of a Trippa Stout. Product placement, baby. Listen, you got an agent? Some kind of representation? A mad scientist? Guy sounds like he's moonlighting. Here's some free advice. If you want to make it in this business, you gotta work with professionals. Listen, you got a real special quality, raw energy. I see you in pictures, kid. I'm making a feature, Space Pirates of Moros Prime. It's gonna be a hit. But we still need a star, and I think you got the chops.
Hey, if you want an action story, you ought to haul a couple of cameras to Monarch sometime. We'll give you some damn good footage. If you survive.
Unscripted chaos. Come on, who'll pay to see that? Audiences want heroes and villains just like the one standing in front of me. So what do you say? You ready for the chance of a lifetime? Terrific! We're holding auditions at the studio. Head to Odeon Pictures and take the elevator. You're going all the way to the top, baby.
It's so polished, it shines.
Ugh. Decadence ain't gonna save you when beasts chew through the walls.
I tell you.
Rizzo's purple-berry fudge. For all auditions, please use the elevator on the left.
All natural, all good.
Great! You made it! Listen, I know you're expecting a script, but you're the real deal. We gave the other actors real weapons to keep things authentic. And 'cause Josh is paying to see their logo on the big screen. Don't think, kid. Just act.
Well, well. Here to stop us at last, Captain Steele? You're too late. All of this Settlement CNP Hungry Time food pills, same nutritional value, but now with added filler, are ours. With their patented stomach stuffing effects and baseline vitamin content, we will be nigh unstoppable. They are? What an unexpected twist! You may have fooled me for now, but not for long.
Reminder! Prolonged exposure to germicidal fumes kills brain cells.
Do you remember the last time we faced each other? The Battle of Axejack, staring one another down across the void of space while flaming debris fell like rain around us. Hey, I didn't write this. Just go with it. I had you surrounded and outgunned, but you overcame my superior numbers with tactical thinking and a Hammersmith limited edition grenade launcher. I've been waiting for 5 years now, and at last my day for vengeance has come. I just got chills. But still, you'll not stop me now.
This what passes for entertainment around here? They ought to try tossing back a Spectrum Red and going rapt hunting. Someone's bound to lose an eye. It'll be a riot.
Hey, no one told me we were giving critics an early look. I gotta focus, okay? I have this whole port wired with sub-micro energon transistors. Once we're away, I'll activate the gamma particulate field and the quantaponic chain reaction will turn this whole place into vaporized plasma. Speechless, I see. It is a flawless plan. I hope you've paid your burial fees and signed your personal death and dismemberment waivers because this is the end for you. You're not even taking this seriously. To the break room, everyone. I need my Moab fizzy tea.
Cut! That was fantastic. With actors like you, who needs writers?
Love.
Let's take 5.
Love. No way a real person.
You know, I'd been assuming this entire stay on your ship thing isn't a... That said, you ain't been eaten or shot to... So how's about this? You keep letting me stay on that ship of yours, and I'll keep shooting at the things you... Outstanding.
That was brilliant stuff. Do you write your own material? Amazing. Just firm up that jawline, and you'll be a triple threat. I'm gonna have to fire the writing staff. What do those anemic fuckwits know about dialogue anyway? I'm thinking a whole new script. More pirates, bigger explosions, you flicking a Stogie Slim into a barrel of gasoline. Here, this is for your work today. I'll be in touch once we get that script.
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka.
I think we can both agree
After
that
taste
Maverick
the
Johnston
rainbow.
is
You, sir.
That automech better have all its certification. Nothing exciting ever happens around here.
Today's trends are tomorrow's trash.
Have you tried our new cocktail sponsored by Rizzo's? 1 part purple spectrum vodka, 1 part artificial tomato-like substitute juice. We call it a Blue Bloody Mary. Then you'll want to speak with our automechanical inebriation assistant, located just over there. Quite so, but I would never lower myself to do something as gauche as tending bar. My automechanical assistant does all the work for me. Oh, by all means, ask away. I don't believe in work. Work is for automechanicals and lower classes. I don't mean to sound cruel. There's nothing wrong with working. It's just so unnecessary. Why bother? We all have our roles in society. I like to think of myself as an entrepreneur. This drinking establishment is my investment. Maverick Johnston's about to release his new picture. From what I hear, they've already started shooting.
Hey, stand back. You. I'm part of Minister Clark's personal detail, and that means you gotta keep 5 feet back at all times. Yep, you're looking at the Minister's newest personal guard. Right here. The others took... He's basically the most important person in the colony, which makes me the most important guard in the colony. Yeah. That means I got a key to the minister's estate, my own personal UDL-issued shotgun. They don't give those out to just anyone. That's right. Not just anyone is allowed to have a key to Minis. Oh, he's, medium height with, like, medium colored hair and, like, a kind of a medium face. Everyone tells me he's very private, okay? Besides, I just started. That's a great idea! I'll have a Spectrum vodka. Here's to me! Hey, wow, listen to me. I'm soaked. I should probably slow down before I'm face down on the tile somewhere. It's not every day you get your dream job, right? Wow, you got like this crazy energy. Has anyone ever told you that? You're like a manosaur. You got a manosaur energy.
Only two? You got a ways to go.
Have you always been here? I really shouldn't. I'll have the worst hangover tomorrow if I don't stop. You know, that's a very good point. Yeah. Was that one supposed to taste like purple berry crunch? Or am I just tasting breakfast?
Preparing bodily waste. Collection receptacle.
I don't feel so good. I think I'm gonna be sick. I just need to sit down.
I've always loved.
What's gotten into block mining?
You must be joking.
This property is off limits. Solicitors, loiterers, and uninvited visitors will be fined to the fullest extent of company policy. This ultimatum brought to you by Universal Defense Logistics. That's funny. The minister isn't expecting visitors, and you don't much look like one of those couriers from HPS. Minister Clark's a private man, and you're asking too many questions.
I'm afraid I can't help you at the moment.
Can you do anything except clean?
Sam's new diet soap capsules pack twice the cleaning power and half the calories. Order a 5,000 caps carton for this unit today.
I'll take that as a no.
Oh, you are in for it now.
What? What was that?
News, customer. All germs and contaminants have been neutralized.
How did you get in here? You! You just slaughtered those guards, and for what? To speak with me? What could possibly be so urgent? If this is about another Aetherwave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off, as the parlance goes. I'm not doing any more. Slowly and loudly, Aloysius, that's the only way these morons... I said, you may tell Charles to go fuck himself. Then you're not part of Rockwell's PR team. That means you're... But what are you doing here? And... Drugs, of course. What else? Why did I get my hopes up? Back to idiot speak. I don't have any drugs. You should try a vending machine or a purveyor of curative goods. Oh dear, I don't think I can say this any more slowly. Of course. It's Rockwell again. Who else? And I thought he was... Chairman Rockwell. He's kept me under house arrest for years. I've long suspected him of transacting business in my name, but this proves it. Whatever it is that brought you here, Rockwell's the one behind it. How should I know? I've been under house arrest for years. But there is a way to find out, and perhaps to set things right. Whatever Rockwell's doing, he'll be doing it from the HHC headquarters. Your best lead is to look for details in his office. Exactly. And fix it we must.
If it's dirty, it's a job for Sam.
Why this? Via the Acropolis district, of course. That's where the most important corporate and government facilities are. But only board employees are allowed into the district. There might be a route through the maintenance tunnels, but... When you reach the HHC building, this access card should get you up to the executive suites, where the chairman's office and what used to be my office are. Oh, I haven't been allowed up there in years. I shudder to think what Rockwell's done with a gilded minibar, perhaps? A personal theater. The man has too much money and too little sense. Wait! Rockwell has one of the only terminals capable of transmitting to the Earthbound message drone. This is our chance. Please, take this and transmit it from his office. Rockwell hasn't given me any messages from Earth for years. He's desperate to keep me out of contact with the Earth Directorate. What isn't on it is the real question. I've gathered meeting minutes, internal messages, sustainability report. Once the rest of the Earth Directorate sees it, they'll have to send help. Perhaps there is hope after all. And now I entrust it to you. Good.
Move along. Our UDL security attendant is always prepared.
What's up?
Adjutant Akande has instructed me to reward you for information leading to the arrest of Phineas Wells. Please allow me to extend my felicitations on a job well done. Quite so, sir. I've authorized your ship with an official board-certified nav key. Do exercise caution while visiting Monarch. As an acting agent of the board, do let me... I am...
I've just finished reading a report of your work on Monarch. The broadcasts have been silenced, and Graham Bryant was a madman, a narcissist, and exceedingly dangerous. And you brokered an alliance with the broker himself. Hiram Blythe is a valuable asset. Well, your work is exemplary. You've earned a place in the chairman's inner circle. Now, we introduce you to the chairman's plan. Turn your eyes to...
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams. Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will die. Everyone will slowly stop living from malnutrition. But we're doing it together, and that's what matters. I fucking swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed. But I can assure you there's nothing to fear. We've got a solution. It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. We will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources, while the best and brightest of Byzantium continue living in prosperity. Look, you idiots! How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this! While Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis, so that every Halcyonite can be part of the important work of saving our colony. By testing paperweights. Sorry, couldn't resist. Let's go again. And someday, in the not-too-distant future when we've solved this crisis, we'll all be back together again working for the good of Halcyon. Until then, the board shall provide for the deserving just as it always has. So, obey your supervisors, take your vitamins, follow your corporate-mandated grooming rituals, and rest assured with the board on your side, there is nothing to worry about.
Halcyon is on the verge of a total systems collapse. The truth is ugly and difficult to accept, but malnutrition is already a problem. Disease will come next, followed by starvation, followed by a breakdown of society, followed by extinction. I know this must come as a surprise to you. I imagine you have questions.
Guess Monarch folk ain't the only ones fucked around here. That ain't exactly an uplifting thought.
I know your face. Stellar Bay's most infamous hunter. How curious that you've thrown your lot in with the captain. Monarch may harbor delusions of independence, but make no mistake. You are a part of our colony. If we fall, Monarch falls with us. I won't pretend the truth isn't damning. Yes, the colony is on the verge of collapse, but there is a way to save it. We need to talk about Emerald Vale. Thanks to your meddling, Edgewater is without power. Operations have ground to a halt. Edgewater needs to go.
I will hunt beasts until I'm out of ammunition, and then I'll fight a good long while after. But I am not about to mow down a crowd of innocent people.
Then I suggest you find your courage, or pretend you're hunting beasts. Now is not the time for half measures, Captain. I need a decision from you. When you diverted power to the botanical lab, you spelled the end of Edgewater. But the town is still hanging on. With every passing day, Edgewater leeches more of our limited resources. The town is a rotting limb, and Edgewater's workers consume 6 times as many resources as they produce. The best thing that town can do for its colony is to die. I'm not asking you to be a murderer. I'm asking you to be a surgeon. Edgewater is a necrotic limb on the body of the colony. We don't have any other option. The colony is on the verge of collapse, and we know... Don't make this more difficult than it needs to be, Captain. I rather like you. Not true. You can choose to say, "Yes, ma'am," or "At once, Madam Adjutant," or "As you wish." Edgewater is beyond saving. We're going to have... You were in the... There was an accident at the Emerald Vale geothermal plant many years ago. Automechanicals turned hostile and slaughtered the plant's workers. In fact, Spacer's Choice manufactured the incident for an insurance claim. They outfitted their mechanicals with a termination protocol, which is exactly what we need. I'm arranging for a delivery of mechanicals to Edgewater. These mechanicals have been equipped with the same termination protocol, which must be active once the mechanicals are finished cleaning out Edgewater. I'll need you to go in and clean out the One last thing. Spacer's Choice sent a team of soldiers to investigate your little Report back to me when the job's done.
I understand your... Excuse me, just a moment.
You could dismantle a single room of this place, sell the materials, and feed everyone.
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a...
I beg your pardon. Minister Clark's former office is currently closed to solicitors. What? Oh dear. Thank you for reminding me. I can't stand the thought of someone else's hands touching my...
What's up?
Every Sam...
Back for a rest? Space adventuring is tiring work. We've arrived at the groundbreaker. Captain Hawthorne never worked to support the board before. At least not. Unofficially.
CNP Borston baked beans. When you need to eat and run,
I'm gonna be able to see a whole other... It's almost time for today's episode of The Chairman's Children. Care to listen with... I think I got just the thing, my dear. A few years back, Auntie Cleo's put out a home makeover kit, and I snapped. High-grade shampoo and conditioner. Scrub...
What's the scrubby brush for?
Cleaning around your nails, sweetheart. Gets the engine greased. Most folk don't got the time. Or bathtubs for such.
We didn't have anything rose-ish in Edgewater. I heard it smells real pretty, though.
I'll just wrap that up for you, since it's for a special occasion.
I'll pay for that, ma'am. Thanks for being so helpful.
You're welcome, dear. I found a hen. If you're here for this week, straight to the point, eh? Anytime.
I'd work just for the cook.
I don't have time for this.
What do you think you're doing? Straight. Anytime.
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
Okay. So I was watching this program. Sometimes I can hear Vickers saying prayers to himself. Sometimes I hear him cussing about tossball scores. Oh, let me see. Oh gosh, you got me more than one. Which scent do you think I ought to use? Oh, we didn't have roses in Edgewater. In her messages, Junlei said her mama used to make this dish for Monarch, dustback casserole. And then for dessert, there's a thing called, sweetheart cake. There's gotta be some place in Stellar Bay that can bake a casserole. Thanks, Captain. I know I'm asking an awful lot, but I'm sure it's...
If you don't mind my... We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
You'd think folks were pissing in the alley.
Hey, Cass. Knock, knock.
Unexpected.
That's the
big mistake.
Aren't those cakes just about the cutest little things?
her.
Ooh, a wreck! Can we check it for parts? Never know when you might need a backup regulator. You ever been off Monarch, Nyoka? Before you met the captain, I mean.
Nah, I mostly just drank and hunted. Soon as you stop to dream of other things, that'll be the day something sneaks up and eats you.
Don't fret. I'm watching your back now. Anything tries to eat us, give it a mighty whack on the nose.
Well, I'll be damned. You watch...
Whoa, by the stars, my poor. Most people don't. Besides, this place is enough to try anyone's nerves. Where should I begin? With the oversized mantisaurs? Or perhaps the rats spewing acid at our walls? The board was right. This place isn't fit for human habitation, and I was a fool for staying. Only every day. But in case you haven't noticed, we don't exactly get ships on a regular basis, yours notwithstanding. And even if I did scrape together enough to buy passage out with sublight, which would mean reaching Fallbrook without getting eaten, shot, or dissolved into green goop, what then? Nothing, that's what. Because I've been stuck here running this dump of a diner for years, so even if I could get out of here... Even talking about it has my blood pressure up. I've really got to stop. That was a real popular meal 10, 20 years back, before the board tucked tail and ran. These days, everybody's had a belly full of salt tuna. They all want borscht. And the mushrooms, well, not many venture out of town, what with the monsters hereabouts. I can whip one up for you, but it'll cost. Here's a menu.
Oh, yikes. What? No, Captain, I don't want you to do it this way.
Look, Captain, this is the best I can do without putting... I'm mighty glad you reckon so. This is gonna take about an hour in the oven. There we are. Now, if you don't mind, I really need to take a leak.
My belly's gurgling just to smell it, Mr. Raymond.
A pleasure to help such... You're a gentle soul, miss. Be careful with this one, all right?
Oh, gosh. My tum's rumbling just... The dustback casserole Mr. Raymond made smells incredible. Now look how cute these cakes from Cascadia are. Ah, I guess that settles dinner. Thanks for hauling me all over creation, Captain. Well, I was gonna, but then it hit me. I got this nice meal all planned out with music, and I got that soap to scrub up. I don't have a head for fashion, and I can't really picture myself in... There's this place I heard of in Byzantium. Jolliker... Thanks, Captain. I'm real sorry about your friends, Nyoka. Ain't no one deserves to go like that.
Want to make a run with me to Stella Bay?
Said you docked 3 days ago?
Captain, Felix and the Vicar are arguing again. We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain. Take someone to watch your...
CNP near maple syrup. It's near this complete breakfast.
I love Byzantium.
You, with the hip. Don't speak. Hold that posture for a moment while I admire you. You have a natural contrapposto, my dear. The way you rest your weight against your hip suggests a certain rugged charisma possessed only by the mighty primal and the Your walk, your posture, the cut of your clothes, you carry yourself with the bearing of a noble, but I'm Celeste Jolliker, and you, my dear, are exactly what Byzantium needs. I'm an artist, darling, not a tweed merchant. I don't sell things. I'm working on a new line of clothing that will shock this city to its core, and Marvelous! You and I are gonna wake this city up like a cold splash of wine to the face. What I need is a survey of the outside world. What does the common laborer wear? How do the wild-eyed madmen of Monarch dress themselves? I've heard rumors, but I require samples. Also, I expect you to model for me. My dear, fashion is a performance art. An outfit without a body. I'll need you to model for me the following. The apparel of an economy. And when I say spacer gear, I mean an outfit worn by... You have... Fabulous! I can't wait to see what...
don't gotta be so forward about my reasons, Captain.
My word. Such muscular shoulders. You're a vision, dear.
I am no such thing, ma'am.
Nonsense, you're absolutely lovely. Chin up now. I have just the thing for you. Let me do a back-of-the-envelope calculation. Love? That's the ultimate luxury, darling. Love. Oh, gracious me.
I don't get why that's funny, ma'am.
Oh, my cherub. Who? All right, Captain. Here is the... Darling, do I look like an amateur? I read her measure. There are some things I simply cannot skim. Now stand back. And there we are, my darling girl. I wish you a splendiferous evening. And if you don't...
What? Oh, no, ma'am. All them eyes staring at me? I couldn't. No way.
I wish you weren't so shy, my Violet. You truly are beautiful. I hope your date sees that as clearly as I. If I were an enterprising spacer in need of a wardrobe, I'd probably head to the Groundbreaker. I can't... What can...
Oh, can you believe this outfit? It's so handsome, I'm almost afraid to touch it. Well, I guess that's everything then. After all this time. You know, there's a part Junlei's been looking for. To fix up the air cyclers. They only carried them on big colonies. I know. For a while, it felt like everything I did was a little bit of help. And it meant I didn't have to ask her to be mine. Next time we dock with Groundbreaker, I'm doing it. I'll send June a message and... Oh, this is real scary, Captain. I'm grateful for all you done.
Good, you're back. Not that I missed you.
I swear, next time we put into Groundbreaker, I'm gonna do it. Oh, I'm so nervous. Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all my life. Except for my schooling years, I was always beside him. Or tied to him. He used to carry me about in a sling when I was real little. When I got older, he set me to sorting tools and parts while he worked. Later, he taught me simple fixes like... Not on the regular. Once in a great long while, a Saltuna boat would break down on the pad. He'd always break... Mostly, he did the same as me. Kept Bess... I mean... I'm not exactly a model employee. Not like he wanted. It's not normal for... When I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. They were real unhappy with us. Well, I'm good at making things work the way they ought. Not so much at doing such to somebody else's schedule. Anyhow, Yep, nothing much had changed. Everything was a little grayer, a little dirtier. Dad met me at the shuttle and gave me a big ol' hug. I noticed straight away that he was moving slower. And stiffer. He made a little grunt when I... About a year. I tried to do more of the work, so he could rest. His heart gave him pains. Dad never said that he loved me, you know? I knew on account of him showing it. How he'd stay up late to help with my projects, or listen to my fretting. Oh, you mean Sam? He's just the sweetest, ain't he? A real charmer, my dad'd say. Nah, but I've been thinking on one. Gotta get to know him better, I think. Maybe ask him what he prefers. It ain't nice to give folks a nickname without him giving you the okay first, you know? Of course, that don't stop Felix.
The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
All right. She's on her way. Oh, my hands have finally stopped shaking. All right.
Would you like a reminder on when your next shower is scheduled?
Anyhow, so I told him, Dad, I'm a big girl now. Look at me. All dressed up for once.
I'm trusting you to keep Parvati safe. She means the stars to me. My father and I were often at loggerheads. He had no...
Captain, no spine. Okay, Captain, she's gone. I'm near about vibrating. I'm so excited. So she got here, and, well, she sneezed. She said, wow, new soap? And I was like, yeah, rosish. Turns out it tickled her. And then she just sort of touched my arm real gentle-like and called the cut of my outfit elegant. I couldn't hear the rest. Then I... She stood stock still and just said, oh, real soft. Oh, and let me tell you, I was sweating. And then she blinked. I told her how we got Mr. Raymond to bake it for us, so it was double authentic. Made by a real live... monarchian? Monarchist? Monarch person. Well, we talked a bunch over dinner about the things we learned just through messages, stuff we repaired, how I taught her to sound. When I brung out the sweetheart cakes, June, she got a little teary, said she had a thing she needed to say. But I stopped her because I wanted to say it first. I told her about how she made me feel. Bold like I acted, strong, smarter and kinder than I am on my lonesome. And then she pulled out a paper and read a speech. She talked about the things she admired about me, like my cleverness and my humor and... Anyhow, when she wrapped up, I asked her to be my girlfriend. And Captain, she said yes! And then she sneezed again. On account. It's all on your account, you know? Imagine if you'd never taken me out of Edgewater. I don't know nothing about the Vicar's capital P plan, but... So, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna head to my cabin and happy screaming to my...